It started about a month after I moved in. Every night around 1 a.m., I'd hear whispers coming from the apartment next to mine, low, muffled voices like a couple arguing under their breath. At first, I thought nothing of it. Old building, thin walls. I'd just put in my earbuds and fall asleep. But then I started recognizing the voices, a man and a woman, always the same two. Sometimes I'd hear crying, sometimes laughter, and once I swear I heard my name. One night, the whispering got louder, frantic. I could hear furniture scraping the floor, then what sounded like knocking. Not on their door, but our shared wall. 3 sharp knocks. I froze in bed. Then the woman's voice whispered, "Help me." I didn't sleep. The next morning, I went to the landlord's office downstairs. I told him the people next door were fighting, maybe in trouble. He gave me a weird look and said, "You must mean 4B?" I nodded. He just stared at me for a second and said, "That unit's been empty for 3 years." I laughed, thought maybe he was joking, but he looked serious. "No one's lived there since the fire," he said. "Place is sealed up. You can check if you don't believe me." I did. That night, I went out into the hallway and knocked on 4B's door. It was covered in old caution tape, padlocked, dust thick around the handle. No signs of life. But when I pressed my ear against the door, I heard them again. The same whispering, louder now. I heard my name again. And then, whispering directly in my ear, "Why did you move into my home?" I stumbled back, heart racing, ran to my apartment. I called the landlord again, no answer. So I banged on his door downstairs until he opened it. I told him the voices were still there. He sighed like he'd heard this before. Then he handed me an old, faded newspaper clipping. The headline read, "Couple found dead in apartment 4B. Neighbors reported hearing whispers for days." The date? Exactly 3 years before I moved in. I went back upstairs. My wall was silent for the first time in weeks. I almost felt relief. Then I looked down. Written in ash along the base of my wall were the words, "Welcome back." If you enjoy content like this, make sure to please like and subscribe. And